Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be making this beautiful waistcoat. Let's get right into the video. So these are the fabrics I'm going to be using: scissors, tape rule, and crepe material. Let's get right into it. So on this brown paper, I already measured my basic measurements, and this is my waistline, my chest line, and the armhole line, and that there is my neckline. So right there, I'm going to this is the back pattern. I'm going to measure 3 inches, and I measured 1.5 inches downwards. So we are measuring 3 by 1.5 inches, and so I'm just going to connect it right now with my ruler. After doing this, I'll go ahead to locate the midpoint of my armhole, yes, and come in rather by 1/2 inch. So I'll just locate it and just put that there. On my arm length, that's my armhole length, I'll measure my bust measurement, and I'm going to be adding 1.5 sewing allowance to the bust measurement. I will also do the same on the chest line too. My bust measurement plus the 1.5 seam allowance. I'll also go ahead to measure my waist measurement on the waistline. Add the 1.5 seam allowance plus extra 1 inch for the dart. Then I'm going to join the points together to make a line. So on the armhole now, I'm going to join the armhole together. The points that I made on the armhole, I'm going to join them. My bust measurements to the 1/2 inch I went in, then to the shoulder. So I'm just going to use my rule, my curve rule, to join all the points together. So after doing that, I went down by 1 inch on the shoulder. You know that our shoulder is meant to be slant. We can't leave the shoulder like that. So I went 1 inch down and I connected it to the neck area. Then after this, I went ahead to measure my dart measurement. I measured my bust point, that was 4 inches. That's my nipple to nipple measurement, 4 inches. Then I went in by 1/2 inch. I went out rather from that bust point by 1/2 inch on the 2 sides. Then I took a point closer to the chest length. Then I just joined for the dart. So the extra 1 inch, I already added the extra 1 inch allowance on the when we were measuring the waist. I already had the extra 1 inch for the dart, so there's no need again. So I went ahead to cut it out. Please make sure you cut along the line. Make sure you don't add any extra allowances when you're cutting. You can do this also directly on your fabric. You don't have to use a pattern paper if you don't have one. You can do this directly on your fabric because it is very easy. So now this is the back piece, and now we want to cut the front piece. I went ahead to place my back piece on the front piece, and I measured out that 1.5 inch allowance, yes, on the front piece. I just made that indication there, and from there we're going to locate the midpoint. From that waistline there, we're going to locate the midpoint. After locating the midpoint, from that point there, we will now go down by 4.5 inches. We're going to go down by 4.5 inches. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but just know that when you're making your own, go down by 4.5 inches. Then from that point, I'm going to just make a slant rule, as you can see in the video, to that point there, and then to the other side. I'm going to yes, you know, we indicated the 1.5 inch seam allowance. We are not adding it directly. We're not taking the line from that seam allowance. We're taking the seam allowance out and then joining the lines after the seam allowance. So yeah, I didn't measure the button allowance, so I just went out from that side, from the midpoint. I went out by 1 inch to just make an extra allowance for the button. You can make yours 1.5, but it should not be more than 1.5 or 2 inches. But mine, I'm using 1 inch for the button allowance, and I just joined the lines together. So after joining the line together, I went ahead to measure the neck depth from my front piece, and so I'm going to be going down by 8 inches. You can go down by 8.5, 9, depending on how deep you want your neckline to be. But mine, for myself, I'll be going down by 8 inches because I do not want it to be too deep. So I just went to connect the lines, as you can see in the video. Then I went to mark my shoulder, and then I used my rule to just join the line from that point to the shoulder. So you can see now that we already made allowance for the button. So right now I already removed the back piece from the front piece, and now it's time to cut out the front piece. And this is how the front piece is, and I went ahead to place it on my material, my fabric, and cut. I did the same also for the back piece. I measured the back, placed it, and I cut it out. Now here I went to join the shoulder of the lining together, just the shoulder. Please take note. First of all, join the shoulder of the lining of your fabric, and I also went ahead to do the darts. I did the same also for the main fabric. I joined the shoulder and I went to do that. Now we are going to be placing the main fabric, the right side facing upward and the wrong side facing downward, and now we're going to place our lining on it like this because we want to turn it in. So this is how we're going to be placing it. And now we're just going to now join the shoulders together. I mean the armhole rather. We're going to join the armhole together like that, and join it also on the other side. And also we're going to also join the neck area too. There we're going to join it together to the button space. We're just going to join everything all around the neck, the button, the armhole area, but we are not joining the down part of the back piece. So this is how it is now. I joined the down part of the front piece, but I did not join the down part of the back piece because we need a space to turn out the material. And so this is how I'm turning it out. Please watch carefully. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button right now. Hit the subscribe button. I would love you to be part of this community. So hit the subscribe button, put on the notification, turn on the notification bell so that you can see updates on my next video. So now this is how our waistcoat is right now. As you can see, it's coming out very pretty. So now we want to join the down part of the back piece. Like we want to close up the down part of the back piece. And now you're going to see how I'm going to do that in the video. We're going to pick the lining first and then roll it, yes, like that, and then just join it that way. You're just going to take it straight to your machine and join it that way so that the joining can be inside. This is how it is looking right now after I've joined it. So right now we'll go ahead now to join the sides together. We're just going to join the sides together, and after joining the side, I'm going to whip out the sides there to make it neat. And this is how our waistcoat is. Very pretty. So you can get any button of your choice to just put on it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.